Now these clowns are standing out there with AK-47 standing in front of the president's meetings, saying like the SOB's up for Pete's sake.
Right, pitchforks and balls of fire.
Right.
You know, I don't know.
Oh my
And I think
goodness.
it's really good that you can use your musical talent to convey some of your personal beliefs. And I think
Absolutely.
a lot of artists really tend to shy away from that, but I think now is the time where you can use that talent to really get your message and push your message out there for people to hear.
You know, the artists that I was admired when I was, a kid, were like John Lennon's, Bob Dylan, Bob Marley. People like that had a conscious message in their lyrics, that wanted to bring something better than the established order. People like that are the people that I have admired artistically myself, People with some sage wisdom in their lyrics, to establish a better way.
Exactly.
And that's, music is a weapon in the future, and, you have to go for broke with it. You gotta go for broke with it. If you don't, then why even be in it?
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna have another break, and we're gonna have one last performance by the Process. So we'll be right back after this.
And back live with the Process in studio. We have another song coming up for us. What's going to be the name of this song?
This is Rasta Soldier.
Rasta Soldier.
Oh, I love this one. You're gonna love this, guys.
Coming from rebel country, over the mountains and hills, it's a Rasta soldier, it's a Rasta soldier. Coming from rebel country, over the mountains and hills, it's a Rasta soldier, it's a Rasta soldier. Coming from rebel country, over the mountains and rocks, it's a Rasta soldier, it's a dreadlocks. Coming from rebel country, over the mountains and rocks,
that was the process. Rasta Soldier. Yes. That was excellent.
Rasta.
Okay, besides your upcoming show, any new albums coming out anytime soon?
Well, we just released a live album as a free download, live at the Machine Shop, a show we did last New Year's Eve. Yeah, and just released it. 6 free songs. You can get it for free on our MySpace page.
Okay.
It's myspace.com/theprocessmusic, and it's
Okay.
available there. And we have a live DVD, live at Vassar Theater. That was just released a few months back. And we have another album called Weapons of Mass Percussion. And
Oh, that I heard the song for that too. That was pretty hot. Like how the way it was set up, based off pretty much on 9/11 when they first ignited the war
Okay.
inside Iraq. So that was a nice little. That was hot.
yeah, that album's filled with like little samples of all the things that led up to the war, and the stuff that was
Exactly.
going on
That was
there, and some science fiction stuff thrown in to make it even more. It really
Right.
it makes Bushing with evil science fiction that really works.
Right,
Yeah.
right, it does. It goes hand in hand.
That's excellent. Okay, so again, we need to post this out there again as far as your show coming up, so listeners.
Yeah, it's on the 18th at Barleycorns in Mount Clemens, and part of the Mount Clemens Music Festival, and the 18th of September.
Okay, get a little visual of that.
All
Then.
right, and then we also have your DVD. Now tell us about this. You made a DVD as far as it's like a documentary. What is that?
Well, that's a little short film that we did, a little experimental film that we did, Pigman the movie, and that it's about 10 minutes long, and you can watch it on YouTube actually.
Okay.
Yeah, if you look for search Pigman the movie on YouTube, it'll come up and you can watch it. And,
Okay.
we actually went to a corporate pig farm to film some of it, which was
Wow.
absolutely a terrifying experience. We went right down in with the pigs and and saw how they lived. And, we're getting ready to die. It was a really creepy experience.
Yeah, I know it was.
Yeah.
Pig man, I guess you would get a lot of hits, the swine flu and everything.
Yeah, swine flu.
Right.
Pigs are so high right now. Pork sales are way down. So yeah, and then we just reissued our album Crave the Dog. That's going to be coming out as a download, distributed through iTunes and Amazon. That'll be out in October.
Okay.
So I think we have 11 releases altogether that we've done over the last 17 years.
Wow.
Yeah, so. How would you describe your popularity so far, especially by you guys being together about 19 years?
Well, it rises and falls. Sometimes it crests and sometimes it falls back. And there's been some times that we've come real close to getting to signing with major labels, and for whatever reason that didn't happen. And I think that's part of the reason why we're still here.
Okay.
Because we never really were signed to a major. We've come close to it a few times, but.
What happened? What happened as far as how come it never happened?
Well, the time it came closest to us, we flew out to Los Angeles. We had a showcase for Virgin Records.
Okay.
And we did a show out on a live radio broadcast where the whole band played on KXLU in Los Angeles. We made a live album out of that, which is available for sale now too, by the way. It's called Live in Los Angeles. And but we flew out there and we did a show on the Strip, and our champion at Virgin had left just about the time we got out there.
Right.
So just the cards have never lined up for that to happen. But then again, that maybe was a blessing for us because you hear so many groups that that get in advance and then they pull it out from them.
Right.
You know that the industry has collapsed basically. You don't have these visionaries investing in groups, maybe groups that don't sell that many records their first time out. Like an artist like Bob Marley probably would not happen today. Because you had like a mogul like Chris Blackwell investing in his first 2 albums that didn't really sell. But then he stayed with him, he believed in him and built him up. Those kind of people, now if your second album doesn't sell, you're usually dropped off the roster.